Hi, and welcome to the September edition of Kentucky Farm Bureau Reports. The Kentucky Farm Bureau kicked off its annual Day at the State Fair with the 50th Country Ham Breakfast and Charity Auction. Let's take a look at the big event. More than 1,600 people, including Governor Steve Beshear, were on hand this year to witness the sale of the champion ham.
For $375, $353.75, and I have sold it to the young man.
Yum Brands Foundation, based in Louisville, offered up a generous $350,000 for the 13-pound ham produced by Harper's Country Hams of Clinton, Kentucky.
$350,000. We wanted to make sure that we beat Irigo and helped out, and with it being in celebration of the 50th anniversary, we thought 350 was the perfect number. At Yum Brands, we have a great relationship locally with Dare to Care Food Bank, and they don't know it yet, but we are going to be donating this ham to the Dare to Care Food Bank in their local community kitchen that they just opened.
Well, they know it now.
They know it now, that's right. Absolutely, we're excited, and this is my first time to be a part of this breakfast, so it's really exciting to get to come out here today, be a part of it, be a partner with Barbara and the Fund for the Arts, represent Yum, and take this ham back to Dare to Care and share it with the community.
25 now, 35, 20.
Kentucky Farm Bureau now has raised more than $6.8 million for local charities, educational institutions, and nonprofit organizations through the auction's 50-year history.
It's the Fund for the Arts, based here in Louisville.
Okay.
It's the oldest United Art Funds in America.
Is it a statewide organization?
It is a locally based organization that generates funds and allocates funds in all 120 counties of Kentucky and also in southern Indiana.
We had a great 50th anniversary celebration at the Country Ham Breakfast and Charity Auction today. Unexpected new bidder brought a lot of excitement to the table. We had great speeches from our elected leaders, our two senators, our governor, quite spirited, I thought, but also the part that I was impressed, all three of those really understood the needs of agriculture and expressed that. It's just a great time when we can just really celebrate agriculture in a positive way.
The Kentucky Farm Bureau booth was present throughout the fair, giving folks an opportunity to stop by and learn a little more about the organization, and they also could register for a free drawing. The Pride of the Counties exhibit, sponsored by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, gives Kentucky counties an opportunity to show off their area's unique blend of art, food, historic sites, industry, and other attractions to the thousands attending the state fair. Taylor County's booth received this year's Best Exhibit Award. Hundreds of spectators watched various groups compete in this year's annual Gospel Quartet Contest. The winners of this year's contest were Allegiance from Edmonson County. They performed later during the Kentucky Farm Bureau picnic in the comfort of the air-conditioned South Wing. Kentucky Farm Bureau also purchased the State Fair's Reserve Champion steer during the annual Sale of Champions. The steer was exhibited by A.K. Phillips of Fleming County. Kentucky Farm Bureau, along with other contributors, purchased the steer for $21,000. Kentucky students will use a dazzling array of high-tech instruments to learn about agriculture with the addition of the new Kentucky Department of Agriculture's Mobile Science Activity Centers. The mobile units will travel to schools throughout the Commonwealth to give students an opportunity to conduct scientific experiments related to agriculture and their core curriculum.
Our goal at the Department of Agriculture is to increase agriculture literacy. You know, young people, they know they can get their chicken McNuggets when they drive through the drive-thru at McDonald's, but they don't know where those chicken McNuggets come from. And we want young people to have a greater appreciation for farmers and the sacrifices that they go through to provide the world's safest, healthiest, most abundant food supply.
started out as a 5.
District 4 United States House Representative Thomas Massey recently held an Ag Forum.
This August period is an excellent time to get back in your district and find out what's important to your constituents. Because I like to say, when those pitches come across the plate there in D.C., when you have to vote on a bill and you've got 12 hours to read it, you need to swing at the pitch without stepping out of the box. And that's what this allows us to do, is to come back here and see how our constituents would have us vote.
These meetings allow Farm Bureau members to come face-to-face with elected officials in a casual setting to discuss issues that concern agriculture.
Great time for our board to see other agricultural areas and other practices that we don't normally get to see, and it also brings the board together where we can spend time together as a group.
The Kentucky Farm Bureau Federation Board of Directors recently toured ag businesses throughout the East and Northeast United States. These trips give helpful insight into agriculture issues from different parts of the country. The Kentucky FFA visited the Kentucky Farm Bureau State Office recently to learn from staff a little more about the organization. During the meeting, members of the FFA were trained in public speaking, social media, and public affairs. And now for some events coming up on the calendar. National Farm Safety Week is September 15th through the 21st. The Kentucky Farm Bureau Annual Golf Classic is September 30th. And don't forget, resolutions are due by October 15th. Make sure you watch a special episode of Bluegrass and Backroads this fall. It highlights the 50th Ham Breakfast and Charity Auction. We'll see you next time.